Hey guys, how's it going? It's 8-Bit Eric. Welcome back to the channel. Today we're going to talk about Disney's Dreamlight Valley. So this is what you get when you cross The Sims with Animal Crossing, Harvest Moon, other life simulator games. But this one's Disney. It stars Disney characters of old, like Mickey and Friends, Sword in the Stone, along with Pixar characters like WALL-E, Moana, and more. So it's like old school meets new school in a village environment that your character that you create plops and find themselves in. Now the main plot, Dreamlight Valley has been overtaken by night thorns. None of the characters remember anything about it. There was an event that just blanked their minds out. They have no idea who they are, what they're doing there, what happened that led up to the event. So it's up to you to not only figure out what happened, but to also help rebuild Dreamlight Valley, get the characters to move back from their respective realms, and complete missions for Dreamlight shards. Simple as a pimple, right? So this has all the, usual harvest, gardening, fishing, mining type of stuff that most of these games have. So if you played like Stardew, Harvest Moon, all that, you already know what this is all about. It has a lot of the same aspects and stuff like that, but with Disney, guys. So me, generally, when I play these types of games, I find them to be a time sink. Like, I literally will play these games all night for like 8 hours or more and just waste time. And I fall for it every time. I'm gonna be honest, most of the time, some of them feel really generic and overplayed. Lots of rinse and repeat. Once you play one of these live sim games, they're mostly the same, no matter what they are. A lot of these clones that you find are on all the stores. I mean, check the Sweatshirt shop. But this one caught my attention because it was Disney characters, and I gotta say, there's a cast of characters that I genuinely appreciate they use. Like, for example, Merlin from Sword in the Stone is in this. I love Sword in the Stone anything. I feel like it's a forgotten movie that Disney made, and they're showing love to it. And of course, we get WALL-E and Moana and Frozen and all the crap that the kids like from today. I would have liked Jungle Book. I would have liked Toy Story. I would have liked Aladdin. I would have liked Dumbo. On a positive note, Disney has published a roadmap. They will be adding Lion King and Toy Story elements to it. And who knows what else. There's a lot of potential for several different Disney franchises, maybe even Star Wars or Marvel, who knows, to come into this. Which, one huge aspect about this, again, is the potential for the Disney stuff. So throughout the world, you'll see many references to Disney franchises. Each character has their own little house that's themed after whatever realm they come from. And you'll find items, references, clothing, furniture that references all this. This is like a love letter to the boomers and generation, X. This is for those older folks. Because, I mean, let's be honest. This isn't as kid-friendly, I would say, as far as like gameplay goes, as an Animal Crossing might be. It's not that dumbed down. Like, Animal Crossing is a great series, don't get me wrong, great franchise, it's easy to pick up and play. There's a lot more to it with Disney Dreamlight Valley. As a matter of fact, it's more narrative based, and a lot of the, I guess, grind can at times be pretty cryptic when it comes to like recipes or hunting down where certain objects are at, getting certain items and stuff. A lot of times it's not so easy as finding an X on the ground or breaking a rock like Animal Crossing is. Like, Animal Crossing is skeleton bones compared to how much stuff is in this. Just on the recipes alone for cooking and the amount of like clothing and stuff, and there's clothing customization. You could do clothing customization. You earn motifs and stuff. But on top of that, just the friendship development on here. So each character has like their own ranking system. So you can level up each character friendship to level 10, and as you unlock each level, you unlock a new item from them, whether it's money, a motif, an item. On top of that, you also level up. Your character also levels up, and you unlock different items from that. You also can level up every single building in the game, like the stores or the stalls. Goofy has Goofy stalls, which is the shops, but Uncle Scrooge is the Tom Nook of this game, and he has his own store that sells merchandise and clothing and stuff. That's really cool. So yeah, again, if you played like a live sim, more than likely not, you'll be able to pick up this one. It's a little bit of slight differences and stuff, but I find it accessible. The one winning thing about it, though, is how much customization goes into this, especially with the world building. At any point in the game, you can go into what is called furniture mode, which is used to not only decorate the inside of your house or the inside of any building that you're in, but you can also decorate the actual world map. You can move around rocks, trees, your wells, basically anything that is considered furniture. So you can decorate Dreamlight Valley to be your own. Like, you could customize it. I've already seen all sorts of cool stuff online that people are doing, and that just blows my mind. Literally, you can make this game whatever you want it to be about. It's narrative pace. It's a little bit slower, so you can take your time with this. The game wasn't designed to be beaten in a weekend. With live sims like this, it's going to be drip fed, especially with what Disney's intending. So me personally, I got this on Game Pass. There is a Ultimate Founders Pack and a Founders Pack and stuff that's for sale that you can buy. But if you have Game Pass, you can play this game as part of Game Pass without spending any kind of money. It has cloud saves, so your save can go across all the different consoles and systems and platforms that this game is going to be on. Honestly, this game was a lot more entertaining and in-depth than I thought. And if you've caught my streams recently, which they're on this channel, you can go back and check out my live streams that I've had. There's a lot to do, a lot of different quests. Each character has their own quest line, and different quests open as you progress. They're leveling up, and then of course there's the ability to assign your characters. You can hang out with them, so you make your friendships. You can hang out with them, and then they can help you depending on what you assign them to garden or fish or dig or forage. So there's a lot of different ways to make the grind feel different. Like in Animal Crossing, the citizens of, Animal Crossing don't help you do activities. They don't help you at all. So there's a lot more that I like that they did as far as features go with Disney Dreamlight Valley than they did with Animal Crossing. Another thing that I really like is that characters stay up all night. The stores don't close. They're open. So you can play this at any time of night. Some characters do go to sleep for a certain period, but they do eventually wake up. But what I'm trying to say is, like with Animal Crossing, once nighttime hits, you're kind of fucked. Like the stores, the general stores, Tom Nook's close. You can't do anything except just dig and go on hunts and stuff. So that's one advantage I like with this, is that there's a lot more to do. Your character does lose energy. You can regain it with eating, but you can also just go back to your house and regain your energy. So you're not forced to go to bed like Stardew Valley. So there's some different changes that I like. There's also fast traveling. You fast travel by wells, so that's cool as well. Another thing that I really liked about this game is how they incorporated the realms. So the castle on the map has realms that are based on characters. So to get Wally, you go to Wally's environment. To get Anna and Elsa, you go to Anna and Elsa's frozen environment, and so on. Right now at launch, there's only 4 realms: Wally, Frozen, I believe Moana, and the other one is skipping my mind at this time. I can't think of it off the top of my head, but there's going to be several more. If you go in the castle, you can see all these doors that are there. This is a hint for future realms that are going to be come on. Now, the realms kind of work like how Animal Crossing, when you go in the plane, the dodo plane, and you fly to an island and you try to recruit a villager. It kind of works like that. Now, the main difference with that is that with Animal Crossing, you could choose to bring somebody to your island or make them leave. Like, you can make a villager move out. In this game, you can't. Once they move, they're part of your island. So make sure you have plenty of space to put Ursula or somewhere where you want them out of the way if you don't. Now, each of the characters have personalities. You'll see a lot of references. Everything sounds good. Mickey's voice is a little bit off. Now, this game is still in early access, so there's a lot of glitching. For example, as of this video, there's a Donald Duck quest line where it just glitches out and I can't complete it. I made a video about it. But for the most part, it feels like this game's going to have potential to be something good eventually. So this is my review / first impressions. You can't really put a definitive review on this because it's early access still and it's going to be drip fed content. But I'm liking what I'm seeing here. If you guys haven't played this yet, check it out, especially if you have Game Pass.